Getting a little closer so I can see it pop together. There it goes. And now we have both the outer and inner caps. I'm going to come in close again and see how these line up here. If there's any gap or space. A tiny bit. So I might want to do like I did last time. Get as close as I can in here. Click on one. Nah, I really think that's good. I think what it is sometimes you get a little kind of halo effect next to the line. Click on the zoom extents to get us out so we can see our whole trailer. And there we go with our two caps. Now, for just a simple trailer, and it's not exactly, again, it's not a pure Airstream because we designed it to keep it simple. We could just duplicate these and reverse them and stick them on the other end, and we'd have a whole shell. So some of you out there might just want a simple shell to work with, and that's a quick, easy way to do it. You wouldn't have to go through all this process again. However, what I'm going to do at this point is I want to show you how to put the window in here. So we're going to go back to our original image of the photograph, and what I want you to do is you're going to take the tool up here that makes a square or rectangle, click on it, come down to the bottom corner, click, drag across to about this corner, and release. And we should have, if you look on the back side, there's the box we just drew. Alright, now we want to bring that box clear through to match up with the front of the shell. And since we've kept everything lined up, this should work pretty well. So I'm going to highlight it. We could come up and pick up the pull tool or push the P key. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this just all the way up and out the front of the trailer. Like that. So it's shooting right straight through the trailer. And I'm even going to take this and drag it up closer so it's not quite so big. That's just because I like to do it. It isn't really necessary. I want to bring this in a little bit. Alright, now this is how we create our windows and other holes and openings that we need to put in the shell. And that's one of the reasons I ask you to take pictures of the front, the back, and the two sides of your trailer, because when you start making your actual trailer, we'll be using those to create the openings in your trailer. And here's the key. Notice how this shape has no line like everything else has a line. It tells me that this is not an actual intersect, and I need to make it that way. So I'm going to click on this surface. Alright, and when I have the surface, remember, right click, come down to intersect, intersect with model, and I get a line. So now there's a division there. Let's do the same thing here. Underneath. And again, left click on the object, right click, come down to intersect, intersect with model, release, and the job is done. Now we also want to do the same thing to the shell. So I'm going to click on the shell, and I'm going to click on it till the whole thing is highlighted. Now that's one of the advantages of smoothing, is it makes it essentially like it's just one shape rather than many. So again, right click, intersect with model. Let's do this one. Right click, intersect with model. Okay, so we have assured each side of these are connected, and what we need to do now is go on the inside and do the same thing. Now one of the things that you can do is you move up close to the outside and then click your rotate button and rotate and pull over. We can get ourselves inside. Alright, so I'm going to click on this. Okay, I may have to Make sure I'm deselected with everything by, this is a gray area, remember. It looks like we've got a line here, but I'm going to double check. Let's click it. Again, right click, come down to intersect with model and release. Okay, now that's good. It means we need to do it. If it doesn't need to be done, you'll get a message to that effect. Okay, go to this surface, intersect with model, sneak down underneath. Intersect with model. Intersect with model. Now again, I'm going to go down to this gray area. This is actually background here. Deselect everything so I can come back and pick up the inner shell. Okay, the inner shell is going to do both sides at the same time. I'm a little leery of that, but let's see how it works. Right click, intersect with model, and there we go. Now the first thing we're going to do is go back and click outside so everything is deselected. Come back and click on the ends of our box and delete the ends of our box. Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure at this point, I could get rid of all of these, but before I do that, I want to make sure everything has been separated. And so if I come in and click on the shell there, you can see how only that part lit up, so that means that's separated. I'm going to delete that. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Yep. Delete that. Now, that since we know that the outer shell has been done, now we can come back and click on the gray, and I can eliminate this part of the box because I know we successfully have created our separation. And the other thing that works nice about this, if you do it carefully, you'll notice we also end up with a little piece of the box left in between our two shells, and so that fills the two shells in as far as the space goes there. All right, let's wheel around to the inside again, and we're going to check to make sure that these things are separated. Nope. See, there, nope, there it did. Okay, I had to click it enough times to see it, but it's separated, so I'm going to delete it. And now we can see right out the front of our trailer. So what we're going to do is get rid of the rest of this box.